We're here to talk about the CI Pro Step Up. And the way that this board came about is wanting to allow surfers to have a familiar feeling under their feet as they move through a range of waves, so that their step up when they get in serious waves is not very dissimilar from their shortboard, because that's when you want comfort, when you're in serious waves. So we've done that with a happy family of boards. Those rockers translate all the way from the Better Everyday all the way up to the Happy Traveler and through the middle of the family, and same with the CI Pro family. So this one is based on the rocker of the 2-Point Pro, which is more subtle than the CI Pro rocker. The CI Pro is very extreme rocker. The 2-Point Pro is relaxed a little bit, and we find that that translates better into bigger waves, not such extreme curve. You've got more face to draw on, you've got more drawn out turns. So this is based on the 2-Point Pro rocker, and it's got the same contours as the whole Pro family, which are very subtle, because when you get to a board of this range and the sort of waves you're going to be riding it in, you're not always trying to create speed, you're trying to harness speed, you're trying to control. And so you want the contours on the bottom of the board to allow the board to sit in the water. That equals control. So it's a very subtle single concave all throughout the board. And with a curve of the rocker, which is basically curves from the middle of the board and then slowly toward the nose and tail, it's a neutral feeling, steady in the water board, which again is what you want in those waves. But it's high performance, part of the Pro family. So it's going to be more high performance than the Happy Traveler. It's going to allow for more extreme turns, direction changes. It's a great board in the barrel. The way that this would juxtapose to the Goldie is if you're just going barrel hunting, that's what the Goldie is built for. But this is built for an all-around step up. So good waves, big waves, barrels, open face carves, whatever you might be doing happens on this board, the CI Pro Step Up. And you'll see our surfers ride it in all sorts of conditions. A lot of guys start riding it just 1 inch bigger than their shortboard. Most people will start riding it 2 inches bigger than their shortboard, and then as big as you want to go. It's got a slightly pull down rail, which again adds to control, right? More of that in the water feeling than on top of the water feeling. The tail is thinned out. It's going to allow you to lay it over on rail easily, have control throughout your turn without too much resistance. This most recent Pipe Pro that Barron won, he was riding this board on finals day. The previous day, when it was bigger and some really gnarly barrels, he was on the Goldie. But then the last day of the swell was a bit smaller. He thought the turns might come into effect and be a factor. So he got on the CI Pro Step Up and won the contest on that. It ended up being mostly barrels, but that just proves that this board is also excellent in the barrel. He had some crazy backdoor barrels on that. You also saw him riding this at the Margaret River event, but at the box. And he had a stellar session in that one heat, just getting deep barrels, playing with it. Seemed like he could do anything that he wanted to do. So there's no deficiency on this board in the barrels. And then as far as turns, Imai was surfing really well at Margaret's River when it was big, and this is what he was on. And he was drawing beautiful turns and seemed to have a ton of control. When we go to Hawaii, most of the team is on this board. The other place we find this board really excels is in Indo. We've done a lot of testing with this board in Indo. We've done a bunch of team trips. Our team in Indo is on this board. So it really also has that in mind with the design elements. And if you're going to Indo, you're going on a boat trip, land camp, whatever you're going to be doing, this is a board that you definitely want to have in your quiver. It's tested and proven over there at all sorts of spots. So if you're going to get in serious waves and you want to rip, you want a CI Pro Step Up.